Dear students, next topic I am going to teach you what are the causes that led to the decline of Buddhism. Meaning, Buddhism was very practical religion and middle path adopted by Gautam Buddha, and many kings given patronage also. But what are the reasons that led to the decline of Buddhism? So, first point here I would like to mention here is split of Buddhism. In previous videos I have taught you that there are four Buddhist council. Fourth one held in Kundalwan, Kashmir, and that time king was Kanishk, and Buddhism had been divided in two sects. First one Hinayan and second one Mahayan. Hinayan I have also taught you, small vehicle of salvation, and Mahayan, big vehicle of salvation. But differences came to existence in both sects, and finally when division of any religion will be there, means any division will be there in a family only. I'm talking about not in religion, also in family only. Suppose two brothers are there, so when division will be there, so both will be weak. So same happen in Buddhism. The division of the Buddhism into the Hinayan and Mahayan sects brought about the great change in the Buddhism. It's popularly the prestige suffered. Differences had begun to surface right from the second Buddhist council. Hinayan and Mahayan actually were only two major sects. There were 16 other sects and each had its own follower. Means only two sects were not there. After quite long period of time, other means many other division also taken place, and total how many? There were 16 other sects. I have told you only two, but other 16 sects were also there, and each and every sect had its own followers. So when division will be there, so that is one very important reason for decline of the Buddhism. Language. I have taught you Gautam Buddha preached in Pali language. Why I am telling Pali? Pali was a local language, means Magad onwards, other areas, Pali people were understanding Pali, so he stated Pali. And Pali was the language of the common people. Sanskrit was the language of the higher class people. So after quite long period of time, what happened? In place of Pali, okay, Sanskrit came to existence in Buddhism also. So after that, common people were not getting what the real teaching of Gautam Buddha, because they were understanding Pali. Now it has been transformed. So second reason, corruption in the Sangha. Dear students, I would like to mention here, when Gautam Buddha set up Sangha, so some code of conducts were there, and very it was based on austerity, purity, dignity, decorum, and people were busy in meditation and preaching also, and given sermon, and there and discipline was very mandatory. And some code of conduct I have taught you. Anybody will means after 15 years anybody can join. And one oath ceremony was there: Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dharmam Saranam Gacchami, and Sangham Saranam Gacchami. I have taught you this one. And earlier the monk, Bhikshu and Bhikshuni had very spiritual life, and they devoted their life for spiritual deeds, meditation, austerity, purity, dignity, decorum. But after quite long period of time, they left all these things and they started luxurious life. There was deterioration in the spiritual life. Buddhist Sangha received patronage of the royalty and had become very rich. The monk and nuns used the riches for their personal benefit. They began to lead a worldly life. Therefore, the religious decline was not as a surprise. So this, what are the next region? I think you are getting reform in the Hinduism. When Hindu saints observe that if equality will be not existed in our society, our religion, if castly yajna will be performed, it was mandatory for each and every person, rigid caste system will be there, so definitely one day nobody will be follower of Hinduism. So how many Hindu saints were there, like Shankaracharya and others? So many people started working on it, and means reformation taken place in Hinduism. And after that, all drawbacks, okay, removed from Hinduism. And finally what happened? It was also very relevant for society. Now, invasion. From the 8th century AD, the Turkish invasion dealt a blow to Buddhism. The monasteries which had accumulated a great wealth were looted. I have taught you patronage given by rich merchants also, and kings also. So these monasteries were very rich center, and when foreign invasion taken place, first they attacked on monasteries and they looted it also. The invaders plundered the monasteries of Nalanda and Takshashila, forced some of the monks to flee from neighboring countries like Nepal and Tibet. That is one more reason of the decline of Buddhism. And now, that is last one, end of the royal patronage. Rajput rulers were warlike and could not follow the policy of ahimsa. Beside the king, the Guptas period patronized temple and the honor of Hindu gods and goddess. Thus, the lack of royal patronage brought about the decline of the Buddhism. So these are main points. So again, I am going to start a recap of this first one I have taught you. Split of Buddhism means Buddhism had been divided in between two sects, Hinayana and Mahayana, and after that many divisions taken place. So this is the first reason. Second one, I have taught you language in place of Pali, Sanskrit also started. That was second drawbacks. And third one, I have taught you corruption in the Sangha. Earlier, saints had spiritual life, but after they involved in worldly life, they busy to get money also, and they started life like common people and luxurious life. That is one more reason of the decline of. And now reformation of Hinduism. When Hindu saints observe that if this type of rigidity will be there in our religion, so maximum people will be the follower of Buddhism, and one day nobody will be the follower of Hinduism. So lot of reformation taken place. Hinduism assimilated the positive aspects of the Buddhism. Even foreign invaders and settlers adopted the Hinduism as their new religion. Among they are included Saka and Satavahana. Saka and Satavahana also adopted Hinduism. And invasion, when foreign invasion taken place, foreign raid taken place. So dear friends, you know this one, raid will be taken place only on rich places. And I have taught you that monasteries were very rich place. So that's why many foreign attack taken place. They looted the property of monasteries and started killing of monks also. So many Bhikshu and Bhikshuni left India and went to Nepal and other country. So when many followers will disperse from India, so that is one more drawbacks of the decline of Buddhism. And last one I have taught you, ki Rajputs and Guptas, basically they follower of Hinduism, they given protection of Hinduism. So that is one more reason of the decline of Buddhism. So dear students, today only this much, and I am going to conclude my lecture today. So these two videos are very relevant for you. Okay, thank you.